What's going on, my friends? I am Justin from Critter Hunter. Welcome back to the channel. Today I got some nudie footage for you. No, not that kind of nudie, you freaks. A nudie break. So for you nudie fans out there, let's get into it.
Critter Hunter.
So welcome back, guys. I know that a lot of you are big nudie break fans, just like me, and living here in Southeast Asia, they are a huge part of muck diving. You see them everywhere, and although I start to ignore like pajama nudies and the really common ones, I always love seeing different species. Now, I'm about to show you one that I didn't find in Philippines. I actually found last year in Komodo National Park in Indonesia. And this is one of the first times where I was kind of testing out different cameras, and I actually filmed this one on a Sony RX100. It's okay, you know, maybe I just need to get used to it. I think I'll stick to my Canon though, but it was still great footage. So for you nudie lovers out there, maybe one of you can tell me the exact species that this guy is in the comments below. But besides that, let's get into it.
Like I've mentioned before, there's a big Nudibranch fan club around the world, and I'm part of that. And I'm hoping that if some of those guys see this video, they'll be able to tell me exactly what species this is. But I guess since I'm just a wannabe underwater videographer and not a marine biologist, then you'll understand if I can just talk about how cool they are and not much of the scientific stuff. So like I said, this was shot with the Sony RX100 III. And I'm curious to know what you guys think. Is there much of a difference? I normally either shoot with my DSLR or my favorite, the Canon G7X II. So, do you guys see much of a difference? I actually think this is a pretty good shot. It's just good color, good clarity and contrast without color grading at all. I think it's actually pretty decent. I think it's more the user end where I didn't really like. I think with the macro lens, it took a lot longer to focus, and that was kind of a pain. So I still prefer the G7X, but I could get used to the Sony as well. The only problem is the RX100 is twice the price, but not twice as good. On paper, when you look at the specs of the G7X and the RX100, the newest ones, the RX100 should take a lot better photo and video. But in my experience, I don't know why, it just really doesn't. It doesn't really justify the double the price tag. The camera by itself could be up to $1,500, and then you still need the housing, which is another $1,000. And I still get the better footage from the G7X. But one thing I'm noticing is how silent this RX100 is. I can't hear the stabilizer or anything. It's crazy. And if I turn down the volume, it actually feels like the audio works better. You guys will have to compare it to other videos where I use the G7X. But if I turn down the audio, this underwater breathing is just loud and quite clear. It's kind of cool. So the audio might be better on the RX100. Not that it really matters underwater. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you've subscribed. It helps me out a lot. And I hope I see you on the next one.
Subscribe!